long have yearned for your tender caress, to bind our fortunes. Damn what the stars own. Rend my heart open, then your love profess, a winding, weaving fate to which we both atone. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet, to dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. The wolf I will follow into the storm, to find your heart, its passion displaced by our ever-growing, hardening into stone, amidst the cold, to hold you in a heated embrace. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet, to dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. I know not if fate would have us live as one, or if by love's blind chance we've been bound. The wish I whispered when it all began, did it forge a love you might never have found. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet, to dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep.
Well, that was an experience. Good afternoon, all. And, looks like we're getting back to the Wonder Draft work here. And I do apologize for my blatant mistake. Okay, I will be right back. After all this preparation, I forgot to fill up on water. Alright. Let me make sure everything's up here. Brightness, yada yada. Okay. Stream looking good here. How are we doing on resolution? Shouldn't be too bad. Unless my internet's suffering from a tankage, which I don't think it is. However, I don't like that it's only going at what's it called? It should be going at okay. Thought I did something wrong there for a second. Alright. For some odd reason, the graphical settings here seem a little bit wonk, but doesn't seem to be interfering much. I'm probably gonna need to do a full reset of my thing later. Do a reevaluation. However, as I say, I'm just gonna finish setting this stuff up. Okay. How's my volume going? Because I haven't been checking up on everything here. Yep, we're good. I'm always really underconfident when it comes down to volume setups and the such. So it kinda messed me. You know? Alright. Okay, so we are wanting to get everything going. What I probably want to do is label out every place's setup. Okay, so let's get started over here. Okay, bada bing, bada boom. Well, we got coloring up. I mean, I see some simple ways to do some city layouts here. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Oh, no, there we go. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. Now that I'm going over it. Okay. No, I don't want broken colors. I need is maybe one here. One here. We want one over here for safety's sake here. Oh wait, no, did I accidentally skipped over? But there. Some work here. A little bit here. And both sort of have essentially what appears to be that of the Grand Wizard Tower, which could easily be. That works fine with me. I want them kind of smack dab in the middle here. Oh lord, I accidentally put in the wrong ones. Whoops. Oh well. Looks fine enough. Okay, we already took care of that area. Okay, so unlike most places where things are a little more off-put, you don't gotta worry about that right now. Because no matter from where the port comes from, city in and of itself, somewhat large in scaling. It's a good few days from the port. Oh, I just realized where that could go wrong here. I want to place it a little bit more sparsely up here. I was gonna say this definitely seems a little bit more contained, a little bit more natural, which is exactly what I was looking for in this scenario. I'll finish it off with just a big city set or two. There we go. And now we just need the main capital, the main capita. Which is where again? I need more of like a mansion, but they don't have those here, which kind of upsets me. This will work. Can I like, if I remember it, I can scale this slightly. No. Let's reset it. Think I can Yes, I can. Kinda loud. This city. Ah, yes. Onto the city that my campaign had decimated in. Even though it ain't too bad. I'm gonna try to add some light city work here. That works because it doesn't really have any noble districts or anything like that. Mm. Okay. Oh, more people. Coolio. Welcome, welcome. Why did I just... Ay, caramba. Okay. Anyways. I could actually stop trying those and go just the classic symbol. Like the symbol sets. Hold on, let's see what each one stands for. City, city, town, town, capital, city, city, town. Alright. Hello, Dragon Craze. Welcome to the stream, Dragon Craze. I'm doing good. Doing A-okay, I'd say. Just working on the general map work, etc. Not much is happening other than that. Just thinking about trying out Worldographer in a bit, which... Hold on, I'll quickly... Yeah, Okay, there we go. Kind of campaign? Well, this is current work for one of my campaigns at the moment. However, I have also been considering use since the campaign I run is more specifically built by my players to an extent, so I like to build worlds off of my players' history. So, for instance, let's say I had one group that failed to stop the, evil wizard from taking over an area. And so let's say maybe the next campaign I set, even if it's a good couple years down the line or something, let's say I take it like 50 years down the line. So it just means maybe that's their new threat. They've been employed by a captain of a different faction to deal with this wizard as he's rising up and, getting ready to attempt to expand his providence. My campaigns, I'd say thematically, I stick it closer to classic D&D to an extent. I will occasionally add homebrew things. I'm generally okay with stuff like homebrew environments. If homebrew content, if players run it by me first, what you would expect from a more basic DM, if you'd like to call it that. Something I know a lot of them like to do, but to me it's just kind of the general. Not sure if I should devote going over to full symbols or keeping the layout similar here. Which is always something I always have a hard time with, constantly going back and redoing the map. Let's say I change my mind, then I gotta fix it again. Oh, thank you. I just got a little playlist going in the background at the moment when it comes down to music. However, you're creating your own D&D world, so I like making it. Ah, yes. That's what I generally do. I like to see what other people do. I follow almost every big D&D YouTuber. I have a follow on them, and I like to listen to what they have. I'd say my biggest stuff I'd say follow. I'd say a lot of my inspiration when it comes to some ideas I like to run comes from Matthew Colville. Colville, there we go. He's a kind of big. He worked on the team of Evolve. Very cool guy. I like his content, such as his current 2 books out right now, such as Kingdoms in Warfare and Strongholds and Followers. The current one in progress is Kingdoms in Warfare, which is going to be a fun little mechanical add-on. I also got... Chain of Acheron. Yep. I haven't had a chance to watch those streams yet. I generally watch his running the game and campaign diaries, since I'm generally a little bit more fit for time when I'm doing things like this. Okay. So, I just realized I need, Okay, so I'm going to save. If I remember right, I can turn off auto-saving here. I think. Oh, preferences. Auto backup, toolbar, advanced, yada 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 yada. Ah, there it is. Turn that off. Because what I'm getting ready to do is I'm going to try a different look here. Oh, can't erase that because that's the pathing. Set up here. There we go. Okay. I'd say when it comes down to his chain content, I think it's probably a really good thing, because I bought into his Kingdoms and Warfare stuff, so I'm even getting a chain shirt for it, so I haven't had a chance to watch it, but I'm looking forward to at one point in time getting a nice little, a little chance to tune in and give it an observation. Give it a little watch. Okay, so we want that as a capital. I can make a little legend down here, which is probably what I want to do here. Oh, Lord. No, let's try giving it a big jump to 50. 60. Yeah, that'll work. Let's try amping it to 7. 90. Ah, yeah, that's the good stuff. I'll move that in a second. Let's just... Okay, let's give it... I don't like the color of the text on the background. Oh, Lord. What is... But at the moment, my goal here is just to... Sticking with the fantasy side of things. Oh, how am I suffering from latency or anything like that? Because I haven't had a chance to check and see how the stream's looking. Because I've been focused a little more on this since I kind of zoned out for a bit. But fantasy side, yeah, I do enjoy the fantasy side of things. I've been thinking of running a Eidolon in a Last War setting, so... Oh, that's all good. I'm always a little bit here and there when it comes down to my my brain on occasion, but yeah, I'd say that when it comes down to it, I'm thinking of running a Eidolon thing. So Eidolon. Don't think I'm wording that right. Just the steampunk setting. Something that would, be good, in my opinion. Okay, so that is capital. No, for now. Ah, screw it, I'll move this down one. Oh, Eberron, thank you. I can never seem to remember these things. Ain't it on? When I forget them, it always throws me in for a loop, because I try to remember, but sometimes my memory just doesn't properly click. It's just one of those things that I don't ever think about, I'd say. Oh, maybe I should represent each one with a different shape. So we got capital for that. Well, no, screw it. City for that looks fine. All the other ones seem a little too small, though. That does screw with me a little bit. Hold on, is this one bigger? No. Yeah, it just doesn't seem to be very... Okay, so one of the few things. Hi, using part of the Eberron stuff. How are you enjoying the Eberron content so far, then? Because I haven't had a chance to do a full read over. However, I trust you're using a Lake of Fire joke, because there's one on the map. No. Oh, I get it. The size changes based on importance. Makes sense, but that does drive me a little bit insane, personally. Look at it. a fellow like a fireman now, I see. Yeah, when I saw that in the map, when I was screwing around with it, I was like, oh, that's going to be nice to use. Okay, that looks to be... Yeah, that looks to be good in size. Could try amping it up maybe by five more on the font size. Yeah, that works just fine. Well, I mean... No, I'm gonna want this on the second part of the map, to be honest with you, when it comes down to it, so I don't think it's a good idea to use it. Well, that's fine with me. Oh. It's actually an easy way to manage. Yeah. Preacher mentioned at some point creating a weird West-themed world. West-themed world seems like it's going to be pretty good to attain, and it sounds like it's going to hold your party members, especially if that's the campaign they're looking to get into. When I asked mine, they honestly were unsure, so I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do when I first started off. I was thinking I was either just going to go classic fantasy or something else. And honestly, I went more for the classic fantasy because something quicker to stick with and something I didn't have to spend as much time. Don't have any people to play. Oh, you don't have any people to play? Well, I mean, you could always hit up D&D Discords. There's things like Roll20 if you're willing to take the time to deal with people. If you're looking for an application process, yada yada, because you know the little bit of extra stuff, because there's always plenty of people looking to play. Hey, once you got a world that you believe people are all set to work with, just go with it. And you'd be surprised how much people want to literally just play in your world to have a good time, make some heroes. Okay, that's what I meant to do. I don't have any of those just yet, as far as I... Well... No, the party does have their keep, so I'll have that represent a keep instead. Give me a reason to use it. Why not? Okay. I'll attempt to line it up like this so I can make sure I'm good here. But yeah, you should try dipping your hands in it. Heck, if you're not too sure how you want some things to turn out, running a campaign to allow characters to figure it out's actually, honestly, a very enjoyable experience. Because that's what I do. I've done it before. Right now I'm working on the guide. What do you mean by guides of the party? Because working on the guides of the party. Are you like referring to like the intro to the campaign, something along those lines? Oh my lantern. Stop. No, L. I just want to edit text. Alright. So what I probably want to do is move these forward a little bit because sorry about that. People helping them through the campaign. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. Probably just say be careful. There's that one thing I always fear, and that's the magical thing called DM NPC syndrome. As much as we DMs want to have a character in the campaign and play the campaign, it's a curse. Yes. However, at the same time, it's a blessing, because that means you get to make worlds that others get to enjoy. But yeah, I remember when I was making guides and the such. The starting name, a captain had brought them on for a job. He set them off on their journey, the party then proceeding to go about and figure out things on their own after that point once they completed the job, looking for new work or big level milestones. That's what I had for my party, but then they decided to constantly visit them to ask them for information. And well, they eventually had to use the thing of, hey, we're kind of busy because we maintained. The main one's like I'm maintaining the city. The other one's like I gotta stick with my battalion. I can't constantly help attend to you guys. You're gonna have to find other people to ask on because they were getting a little dependent on one person for a guide. Okay. These guides aren't people, if that makes sense. Huh. I would say I'd have to see it in person to understand it, because sometimes it's just better that way, because what I'm thinking might not be what you're actually envisioning. Oh, they got a divine entity guiding them. Okay, yeah, I get it now. Divine intervention, I see. Marvelous, marvelous. Okay. Cities. Towns. No. Let's get rid of you. But I definitely see how a campaign could work like that, like having some type of divine entity, yeah, proper words. Having a type of divine entity needs your assistance. It's definitely a campaign setting that my party has slowly evolved into as they've realized that they've been needing it for something. Needing some assistance on that. Okay, equals towns and port. I don't understand why I'd have that. Guides of the current horsemen of the apocalypse in the world. I'm creating the horsemen are not a set group. The first four were chosen by the gods, and each group after has been chosen by the last gen. Oh, so the whole they've been the next chosen generation scenario. I'm thinking that's what you're going for here. Which is definitely a very interesting idea that I never thought of. And it's definitely something that would keep people entertained from time to come. Especially if they're into that type of stuff. Just try not to get the Joe who's like, how dare you try to get me going a divine quest? I just want to live on my farm and eat my Doritos. Because then you're going to have to figure out how to get Farmer Joe to actually go on an adventure and not sit at home with his 5 cats and keep him from casting speak with animals. Because he likes the way his pets sound. I could try a different color. I think I can select all of these at once, right? Can I, change the color manually? No, I can't. Okay. I mean, yeah. The color setup looks fine, to be honest with you. However, I don't like how small it is. Which could be. Famine makes a house call. But then you're probably just going to kill him because he ain't going to want to leave. You want to take care of his family. And then you're going to have to kill his family. And then you'll just have a sad Farmer Joe. Sad Farmer Joes can't really keep going. They're just gonna sit there and be sad. Yeah, I need to, curse me for making really big maps. Okay. So, let's try changing this to 90. That's the problem. I can't resize that to fit the way I want. However, with the bigger text, it'll help the people notice that this is here at the very least. Which is what I need them to do. Oh, you're not gonna job them? Just kill his crops? Aw, man. That's like a way to kill poor Farmer John's spirit. Take away the man's crops. What are you gonna do next? Remove his tractor due to an earthquake or some type of cave-in? Now, I'm not saying it ain't a possibility. But it's a definite oddity. There we go. Okay. Turn that up to 90. Alright. Town, city. There we go. That's what I've been wanting to see more of here. Probably should have did a bit more work to keep these things separated, to be honest. Screw it. I have an idea. Well, there we go. I want to move the legend up just a bit. There we go. Okay, so we want keep as big dog. Kingdom as the second pupper. And then we move keep up to match up with it. That means we gotta move legend aside slightly so legend isn't wonkily placed. Oh, the ultimate incentive. If you do this for me, your crops will forever grow extra bountiful. So I'll give you some corn. boom, immediately Farmer Joe's gonna sign up. Here's corn. Doggy. He wants that corn. Well, I can align kingdom and city up properly, but I hate that these are so small. I have an idea. Land, paths, symbols. I have an idea. Take one of these, see if I could do anything with it. Oh, make the farmer become... Aw, man. Make the farmer become the ultimate piece of death, destruction. Bro, man, that's like the most deep thing I've ever seen. That's like I need to stop saying like. I'm becoming a millennial. Oh no. That's becoming one of the most interesting things I have ever heard. There we go. Proper words. Use the big boy language. Okay. Well, as I said, I turned off autosaving for a reason. If I don't like how this looks, well... There we go. Make the farmer become the new famine, though. That's definitely an interesting experience. Like, make the, party thinks the Lich is gonna be the necromancer wizard. No, it's the cleric of life. The ultimate plot twist. Oh, I'm out of stuff to drink. Hold on. I need to get me some water. One of their archetypes come from a UA called Firm's the Artificer Swarmkeeper. Huh. Very interesting, too. Wait, hold on. Dragon Craze is not... What is this hosting thing I see? I honestly... I don't understand some of things like the Discord integration, etc. It's a very new experience. Doesn't help that I'm... Venomancer's artificers which specialize in plant artificer. Oh, I think I recognize what that means. Thank you for hosting me. Okay. Wait, no. Why don't I just save as? Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna save this as just a different variant. There we go. It should. Yep, that's exactly what I wanted, because now I can turn autosave back on and bada bing. actually really neat. I've never heard of that before. Dang, the wonders of our technological advances. Goes to show how more integrated everything is doing. How integrated everything is becoming. There we go. Okay. Now that I got everything, as they would say, fixed and mapped out. Hold on. I'm gonna keep the bridge because I mean it's just a bridge. Why would I want to kill off the bridge? I'm looking to kill off the capitals to make things a little less clustered and a little less messy. Okay. Excellently. There we go. Okay, symbols. Remember that legend. If I forget my own legend, that's going to be kind of upsetting. Let's just... Can I, like, try it like this? No, you can't. Darn. Yeah, honestly, I was... Somebody's streaming the channel. Okay, reason I was looking for Discord that I have an in-depth character breakdown of fam. Huh. I mean, if you're down to show it, I'm okay with it. Also, the bridge makes me think of the Lake Punning Causeway. Huh. I never even thought of that. That means I gotta set bridge as a... I'll do that later. I need to stop trying to do text-related stuff here. Because I'm always a little, Yeah, I'm fine with link posting. Doesn't bother me much. And I'm very, what's the term? Oh lord, I gotta make sure that the... Okay, yeah, this is the right color screen. Alright, let me pull this up real quick. Oh yeah, you're fine. Okay, stop. Okay, let's see here. Let's check out this document here. Control V. Okay. Huh. Yeah, that's pretty that's pretty spooky. Alright, let me quickly. Level 25 entities, that's Something my party hasn't handed, the group I host for hasn't had to deal with yet. Neato. It's definitely an interesting thing. Currently, I'm just going off of my, That's correct. I mean, I could see what. Hey, man, at least they aren't a CR50 dragon. Well, Dracolich. There we go. Huh. Alright. Oh, did you, hold on a second. Hold on a second, I'm checking something here real quick. Oh, Dargathoth. Oh, but, thank you for the follow, by the way. I didn't even notice that until just now. I saw the little number ding off. Alright. I don't... Not sure how I feel about this just yet. But port symbol should go right here. Then I use the center symbol for the kingdom. And no matter what, same size. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, I try to keep an eye on things like that. So if I notice people do something like that, because I know I'm a very tiny boy on a very not awkward platform. I'd say it's more of a what's the term here? It's just more of those platforms that I don't really think about much, in the sense that it's always a little eluded for me. So I try to when I notice things like that, I do my best to remember. As if I forget, it just makes me feel bad. Alright. You have yourself a wonderful night, alright? Have a good rest. Okay. Hold on. What the heck is this? Oh. Oh, is that what I mean by backup? Oh lord, I got 3 different variants on here. I don't approve of that. Oh, I have one that's more complete than anything else. Just something I'm fine with. Okay. Alright. Doesn't have really any kingdoms, it's just got a single city. Alright. Let's see here. Could stick with this variant. At the same time, I honestly don't know how I feel about it. I don't want to switch to that. Oh, did it just do it? Yeah, it binged up a save, didn't it? Okay. I always forget how wonky that can be. Okay. Alright. Sorry about that. Let's see here. Okay. Heck, now I feel like I forgot something. We open up that document. Ah. No, thank you. That's not what I'm looking for. Okay. Alright. Sorry about that. I was in the middle of thinking and running some process stuff. Alrighty, there we go. Okay, so what if I tried labeling it? Explore a little bit with the Mercado 1 Metamorphosis Meriwether. Used to see Aladdin. Boom. Not what I wanted. That looks fine with me. Huh. Let's try. Let's try some different music here. Oh, let's try this. Nice. Well, I'm definitely feeling a lot better tonight. I managed to snag myself a follower. Actually, let him know that there are people who enjoy my content. Well, what you can refer to as this content. Puts me in a good mood. I'm just glad to know that people enjoy it. Okay. Back to work. How's the world building going? No. Oh, hey, Zach. I didn't even notice you for a second there. My bad. World building, I'd say it's going fine. Currently, I'll pull it up as well, because I'm in one of those scenarios where I'm not sure which one I want to stick with. I do not like that that's saving it in multiple variants. That's a big no-no. Okay, hold on. I want to go into... rather than back up here. Hold on a second. So this is variant 2. This is variant 2v3. Okay. So that means I don't need to worry about... Okay, hold on. Trying to make sure that this gets moved right. Okay, do this. And do this. Okay. Zoom in on this one a bit. Okay, hold on. Okay, so 2v3, variant 2. Because I'm having a bit of a conundrum, and you know what? Since you're in here, you'd be willing to give me an opinion which one you think is the better idea. I would be down to know this. Okay, so I currently have... Let's make sure this one's coming out right. Okay, hold on. Oh, Lord. Harder to manage than thought. Okay. Trying to, like... Okay. So, look-wise... So, the left is the one I'm currently, Wordographer is kind of like, think of it like Photoshop, but it's more designed for things like D&D, so, map making. So, it's designed for this. Now, currently, in appearance-wise, because I'm having an appearance conundrum, I'm wondering if I should stick with the classic, as you can see, I got a symbol. So, like, for instance, there's a legend, but each symbol represents a different thing, and I label it out. Or we can jump over here, and I'm going to alter the legend a bit, because this was when I altered it for the symbol set. But, I'm trying to figure out if I should have, like, the city-esque landmarks with, labels. So I might try to overlay it, something along those lines, or if I should go with the classic symbol parts of maps and have those just labeled out instead of having the little cities here. Because honestly, I'm unsure, and I know full well that I'm gonna decide later on and jump back and go through the constant process, which is always something that I fear, because you know. I know full well I'm probably going to go back and alter hours of work, which is why I generally like hearing out ideas. Like, what would you prefer to see? What do you... proper wording. What do you think you'd prefer to see? There we go. Having a stylized map. Okay. We'll work on variant 2 then. Okay. Hold on a second. Ignore the text. My, oh lord. I haven't gotten, like, super down into, what's it called? The editing process of my OBS and stuff like that, because I've always been a little, oh lord. Is it still being a little... Let me check it. Yes. I see it still being a pain in the neck. Hold on. I forgot that I had to add an entirely new window for that. There we go. That's a lot better. Okay. No. Wait, no. I don't want to do that. I want to... quickly run a deletion idea here real quick. Like, that's what I wanted. Okay. No. I'll work on both of them and see which one seems like the, what's the term, the neat little idea. However, I am going to work on this. I don't have a lot for symbol-wise. I do got this map, and... oh, lord, this was before I started fixing that, wasn't it? Okay. That means I got a couple of patches I need to do. Let's also go into preferences and turn off auto backup. As I would rather not. As I already have two different variants. For DMs. Alright. But yeah, I'll stick with your cool prop idea here for now, because I can screw around with some flavor looks and stuff like that. Thinking of picking up a little bit more stuff, a little bit more symbols and stuff for the whole Wordographer thing, screwing around with the application settings, yada yada. Trying to make it to where I can make symbols a bit larger, because Excuse me, because I don't like the how big the symbols can be. I'd rather if I can make it, like, for instance, we take square here. Let's see here, symbols, no paths. Like, for instance, not all symbols can go this large, but I want to be able to, for instance, go up to maybe that big in square size. Just gives a bit more of a radius and makes it stand out a bit better rather than tiny symbol number 5. It's a pain in my neck. Okay, so for DM. Alright, so I'm assuming you're familiar with the D&D set, so what are you generally? Are you the one who plays the game, or are you the one who DMs the game? Now that's the real question. Are you the lucky man that gets to roll the dice as a warlock, wizard, tiefling, or whatever the heck? Or are you like me, forever doomed to tell the players of their daring events? Alright, Castle 5? No. Like, the more complex symbols seems like it would be cool. Look, I pretty much always DM, but occasionally I get lucky enough. So you got even more luck than me. I'm in a small town, so DMing is very, term slight for me. Because everybody's, as you would predict, a lot of people would want. A lot of players just want to, be the players. Not, take the time to set up all of this. No, I think so. I have an idea if I can move this. It's something I've only gotten, like, the blessing to do twice or so, I'd say. But it's not like I don't dislike DMing or anything. Just now and then, even I would appreciate, the chance to be the one behind, away from the screen, the DM screen. And all that. Do you have had a favorite NPC I've made in my game? What games? Let's see here. I would say, I think I have him here. Yes, Virion. I do recall Virion, the current, in this campaign. He's in this campaign. He is the current head of the Paladinic Order, which resides and protects over Emain Maka, which is a land I have not yet mapped out here. It was on the normal symbols, but yeah, he's the overhead. He's only like, what, I think I had him set, because I haven't had a chance. I don't always remember stats right away, but as I do recall, he's a 10th to 12th level paladin. Party has come to ask for assistance from him on occasion, but he's always, due to the fact that he can't do too much because he's got a city to oversee. However, he's the one who gives the most interaction to the party. Like, they're the one he's the one they've talked to the most, because they generally want a little bit of assistance here and there. He's generally the one who gives it to them, I'd say. Like, he's the one who'll throw them the bone a little bit more often, because the party has done good for his city more than a few times. other than that, I'd probably say I've run a lot of characters from brazen alcoholics to people that they're trying to rehabilitate from the alcoholism. You know, the fun stuff. It's always hard to merge these in a little bit. Try like that. Why not? Sounds like a good character. I mean, he's the only one they ever get any development off of, because they've discovered all sorts of things about him. Because for some odd reason he's one of the very few that they took any full interest in for a good amount of time. Now, I don't say there's anything wrong with that, but on occasion, I like to not play the role of a stern paladin who's ready to kill the party's necromancer outright. Ooh. Hold on. Let's try labeling this real quick. Could turn down the curvature a little bit. I'll say that looks satisfactory. For now, I want to move that, now that I have everything labeled out right for this area. At the very least, it's landmark, and you can go. Oh yeah, those interactions can be awkward. The LOLs. And it is a neat feat. Yeah, I just saw it, and I've been meaning to screw around with it to see if that was actually what I meant in the curvature section. But, honestly, it's one of those things where even I have a bit of a time dealing with, because as much as I like to, be the paladin, they've recently started scaling away from it, so they're actually doing a bit more interactions with the world. They've recently come a hold of a keep, which they have, okay, so what I'm thinking, you know what, I have an idea. I'm going to do a blend, which means I'm going to probably remove some of the legends here, but I'm going to keep the neat little features here, so all those. But I'm going to have some, for instance, because the party's made their own custom keep, well, they got it, they refurbished it, so it's entirely custom for them. I'm going to have anything that does not have any true mappings, so the capitals. So the capitals have mappings. The port has mappings. Bridges have mappings, but keeps, towns, stuff that wouldn't be super big on map ideas. That the cartographers, I think that's what those are called. I think that's what it's called, because I never remember the names of certain professions. But the map makers wouldn't take too time. They'd take more time to map out the things. Yeah, I think it's correct. You know what? Hold on. Cartographer definition. Yep, person who draws or produces map. Okay. So, I'm not an absolute idiot. Which is what I was wanting to avoid. Still in Lancelot. Yeah, it is. This time around, it didn't. Oh, I didn't even... Okay, so that's neat. The E... No, the T has a little, gets a little curve on its own little text option. That is... I'll say that that's actually a really neat feature. Okay, so we got the first two. And double check the names here so I don't get their placement wrong on my little Google Doc here. So we need Elro. Okay. Estra. Alright. And Mera. I want something that seems a little more elven, though. Also change the color scheme a little bit. Try to make it stand out a little bit more when it's... Yeah, I'm not very good at understanding what's like super aesthetically pleasing, because I've only had like maybe a total of 5 groups that I've made any form of actual content for. So this is all a learning process for me. No. Okay. We'll bump it up to 80 so it stands out a little bit more. That works fine. Catch next stream. Gonna head out. Good luck. Hope you catch next stream. Have fun. Well, you too, man. You have yourself a good day or night based on wherever you're at. And I will do my best to ensure that I truly enjoy the experience. Oh shit! Thanks for the follow, by the way. If you're still there. If not, I'll if you've already left, I'll just remember to thank you tomorrow. Or heck, even if you are here, I'll just do a double. You pop in tomorrow, I'll just thank you again. Tonight has definitely been one heck of an eventful night. I don't think I generally ever get it. It's the first time in forever that I've gotten more than one follower in a single day. Wow, that actually makes me... That's definitely, like, put me in a very good mood. That's a guarantee. Alright. Let's see here. I want to make a city. Can I, like, supersize one of these homes? No, I can't. Damn it. So I want to, like, make one of these homes really large, really chunky. That's terrifyingly small. No, I want normal colored cities. There it is. Let's do a little layout screwy though. So one here, this one here, to sort of end up the stackage. Add one over. No. Add one over here, just because of how it looks. Then just a big chunky boy over there. Then do like a merge. Okay, now what did that say again? I honestly don't understand what they mean by that. Okay. All right. Okay, so we got that done. I'll remove as I see fit. Now it should not save a new variant. Did I not turn it off? Preferences. Delimit enable backup. Save sequentially. All done. Apply. Let's try this now. Save. So variant 2v2. Great. Now I need to run the double check routine. Great. Wunderbar. So variant 2v3. Okay, that is the symbol one. I don't need that one anymore. We'll check this one. I think this is... How far back is this? Variant 2. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Oh shit, do I have fucking... Alright. Okay. I guess that means... Also text. Okay. Does not need to be that big. That's what I wanted. But I think... Stump it down a bit to like... Alter that spelling error. Okay. Let's give it a little bit of Kirby flavor here. That is nice. Now, anyways, let's try out some new fonts here. I'm thinking, well, as much as I want it to be, I need consistency. Even if color changes happen, I need some consistency. No. Okay. Since it can technically fit looking like that, let's down a bit. Now that's nice. I do like that. Okay. We can delete these now that I've got everything labeled out properly. I would, however, like to maybe move these in just a little bit. There we go. Alright. Well. It was fun. A lot of fun having you all around. Put me in a really good mood. Tonight was definitely a very good night. I made a lot more progress than I generally do. I definitely had a much more success, I'd say, in the sense of, what's the term here? Oh, yes. The map itself, because generally the only thing I've done, I'd say the biggest achievement I had before fully deciding whether or not I wanted to do symbols was only in going with a legend mix of some things aren't going to be maps, some things are, due to the idea that, you know, the cartography back then wasn't going to be super spot on, so sometimes they'd plop labels down to make things a bit easier. Oh, and then just some art for the main cities, so other than that, I'd say we're looking good so far. And especially since this is a work in progress so far and everything's looking pretty good. So, looking forward to seeing you all again next time. For now, I'm gonna have to call it good here. Later.